This is Brady Bedzino and Charles Cassar, and together we've put together this assignment consisting of basic health and safety rules and guidelines that one needs to respect while driving responsibly and safely. To start with, one needs to make sure that the vehicle is able to make the trip. We start by checking that all four tires are inflated. Ideal tire pressure should be 27 to 35 pounds per square inch, depending on the model and make of the tires. One also needs to check the oil level of the engine. This is done by pulling out the dipstick, and the excess oil is wiped with a tissue or a towel. The dipstick is put back in place and pulled out again. This way an oil leveler is recorded on the stick, and according to the mark on the strip, you can know if the car is lacking or has an excess of oil level in the engine. After these basic checks, one can proceed to go inside the vehicle. When inside the vehicle, one has to adjust seat proximity to the steering wheel and, if available, steering height, so as one can be able to see the gauges with ease. The rear view mirror and the side mirrors are adjusted to the driver's likes, and, before switching on the vehicle, it is checked that the handbrake is engaged and that the vehicle is free, meaning that there are no gears engaged. It is also important to put on the seatbelt and assess that one is comfortable in the driving position. The key is then put inside the ignition switch and is turned to first ignition, so as to see if there are any warning lights. No warning lights are seen, so we can proceed to second ignition, which starts the car. We can finally get going now by putting the car in gear and disengaging the handbrake, only after the driver checks his surroundings and is sure that it is safe to move. When a stop is encountered, one has to decelerate appropriately, while observing the rearview mirror to check for any cars behind. When we arrive at the stop, the gear is disengaged and the handbrake is engaged to prevent the car from moving backwards. When the road is clear, we can put it back into gear and disengage the handbrake only when the road is clear. As it is seen, there is always one hand grabbing the steering wheel. This enables more confidence and control over the car's maneuverability. The speed limit should be noted every now and again so as to make sure that we are not overspeeding. Ideally, when we arrive at a roundabout, we decelerate appropriately while observing the rearview mirror so as to check for any cars behind, until we arrive to a dead stop, enabling us to disengage the gear and engage the handbrake until we see that the road is clear. When everything is clear, the vehicle is put in gear and the handbrake is disengaged. In this case, we were taking the fourth exit. It is important to switch on indicators so as to signal the surrounding traffic where you are going, so as to avoid any misunderstandings. If in need of overtaking, one must indicate so by switching on the indicator and changing the lane only when the driver is sure that it is safe to do so. Ideally, when one is done from overtaking, the driver should switch back once more to the slow lane, always remembering to indicate to the oncoming traffic what one is going to do. also giving the opportunity for other drivers to overtake. Zigzagging in between lanes is not safe for the driver and other vehicles, as it increases the chance of losing control of the vehicle, which can result in an accident. So, the basic road safety rules mentioned are: overtaking, highlighting the importance of indicating to other drivers and doing so without overspeeding and in a safe manner. The stop and start procedure. This is done whenever one needs to stop due to a stop sign or because of oncoming traffic. Highlighting the importance of slowing the vehicle down in a controlled manner. Stopping and engaging the handbrake. Gearing the vehicle and disengaging the handbrake when the road is clear. No zigzagging on the road. Car checks. Cockpit checks. Lane changing procedure, which consists of checking the rear view and side mirrors while indicating to change lane. So basically we can conclude that it is fundamental to observe your surroundings and have total control over the vehicle during driving for the driver's safety and passengers, and also for other drivers on the road. Thank you.